That's how I primarily know it. Deers lick it in the wood, I guess. Salt dissolved in water is called an electrolyte because it conducts electricity. That is a fact from Mark Bitterman. Salt is a well-known additive in Gatorade. It's especially useful for athletes, not to drink, but just to pour all over their bodies after like tournaments, matches. It helps to make them look extra badass to the other team. So humans do need salt to live. That is true. It helps to regulate nerve function, muscle function, blood pH. It helps you get down. Salt is an aphrodisiac. You have to eat it by the scoop in order for it to work. You should try that at home. So let's talk about this guy. Salt, it's a little known fact, when you sever one part of your skull open and pour salt all over it, grass grows on that part of the skull. And it's very painful. And obviously you survive it, but it's inadvisable. All right. However, all right, there's two things to talk about here, and it's too much and not enough salt. Let's start with hypernatremia. Now, this is too much salt. So these two facts, let's discard them. Let's just talk about what happens when you eat too much salt. First, you get to this level. You get to this level where it's an aphrodisiac. Excuse my language, but you fuck everybody around you. Then you get to a level where it starts to sort of melt out of your body, and then deers lick you. That's the condition known as hypernatremia. Not enough salt, hyponatremia. It's an electrolyte disturbance. Let's discard the rest of that. What happens with not enough salt is that you begin to hallucinate Gatorade everywhere. And it's a slippery slope to insanity. And you may, I hate to talk about it, it's so tragic, but you may eventually find yourself building a Gatorade-shaped home and living inside of it as a hermit. And that's called hypernatremia. Hyponatremia. Not enough salt. How salt happens. There's a solubility threshold, that's important to know. It's called that because I don't want to make a cross the threshold joke, but I'm not going to do it because I don't know what it is. But it's okay. Well, there's not enough water to hold the salt-forming ions in solution. So let's not talk about this. Let's talk about why there's ice in the background. I know it's meant to be salt, but does someone skimp on the pictures and feel like... All right, let's move on. I'm not talking about ice, I'm talking about salt. The shape of salt, it's that shape. That's a microscopic image of salt. It's when you put it under a microscope, it actually goes fluorescent green. And let's see, table salt or rock salt? This right here, this is rock and roll salt. That's why I can't believe I got a jeer for that. Come on. That's why it's like it's got. This is the salt hangover right here. It's been partying too much. Give me my next one. Ice. It's ice. For example, that's ice. So what about these guys? This is a mystery. These are round. What's going on here? It's not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be cubic and an aphrodisiac. So this is like a salt. It's located in that word, and it's the second most saline lake in the world, saltier than the Dead Sea, where you can float if you're a tourist. Pearls can be found as easily as wading into the water and scooping them off the lake bed. Like, what's going on? Let's go to Lake Astle and get some salt pearls and hang them on our necks. That's what everyone says, right? That's the same. With beaches of pure salt, Whoa, that actually is pretty cool. Surprised I don't know about that. So there's a salt crust that's up to 250 feet thick, and it can be easily driven on with cars if that's your way you want to do it. You know, it's actually also a popular place to go salt fishing. You dig a hole, and all the fish are dead. So we don't know how evolutionarily they're still there, because they're just dead, and they birth new dead fish. And it's just like eating sardines out of a can. They're already salted for you. And oh yeah, you can drive on it, but apparently you have to do it. You have to get everything out on camelback. So driving a camel, I don't know. Next one. Back to the balls. All right, that's what we need. Balls. These round balls of salt, dub that thing. They range from pea size to softball, the larger being more rare. Okay. They also love liberty and are attracted to coins. Here we see two prime examples of the salt pearls hanging out with a president. I'm Canadian, so I don't know which one, but he looks very regal. And let's just go to the next slide because I'm in awe of that. The physics defying salt. We got Snoop Dogg here, so I could give a probably much more thorough presentation on Snoop Dogg. So, okay, all the cool kids are smoking joints, it looks like, but maybe, yeah. So, waves equals chronometer equals Snoop Dogg. This is like E equals MC squared. I mean, this is one of the oldest equations of our time. Okay, but they're also the things that cause the extreme salinity of the lake. Mostly Snoop Dogg and his joint are responsible for that. Snoop Dogg is well known to ride camels across the lake, collecting pearls and getting to the exact right aphrodisiac level. Let's move on. Oh, it's the end. All right. Thank you very much.
All right, you all did your job in supporting young Becky here. She was terrified. She spoke